new watch, new babe.
So what's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction, man. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. This next one here, yeah, it's gonna hit home for a lot of people, bro. A lot of people. Because at one point in time, Craigslist, oh, it was everybody's go-to. It was everybody's go-to. You know what I mean? Like your go-to, like when there ain't nothing else in the house, but you know that spot you can go to, that's your go-to. You know what I mean? When you young and you dating a lot of people and nobody's answering the phone, but you got that one girl that you know she always gonna answer the phone for your call, that's your go-to. Craigslist was a lot of y'all's go-to, man. For real. Y'all was in, and like ladies, y'all was treating Craigslist like couponing. Y'all was in them Craigslist sites. So much it was like couponing for y'all. Y'all was in them things faithfully. Fellas, y'all too. I can't leave y'all out. We was in them too, man. Craigslist at one point in time was the biggest thing around. And that's what made it so easy for these scammers to start coming through, because people was just, it was, for some people, they just saw people easy for the taking and they started coming through. And that's what kind of, I think, killed off Craigslist, man. That and some of the horror stories that you were hearing, man. People buying vehicles that people that was selling it to them didn't own. People renting properties off of Craigslist. People renting to them didn't own the property, didn't have any type. They just finding the address and giving it to you. Like, it was, the horror stories started coming crazy, man. And that's what this video is here. 5 deeply scary Craigslist posts with chilling stories you need to hear part 2. And how do I always end up on a part 2 or 3 first and never part 1? How? I have no idea how I do that, bro. That's just me being dyslexic, I guess. You know what I mean? Never do something the right way. No, leave it to me. They start from the end to get to the beginning. It never fails. You know what I mean? I make fun of myself. There's nothing you can say hurt me. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, if you're new to the channel and you're new to the family, join the family, man. Look in the comment section, man. It ain't nothing but love and family around there. Sprinkled with a few haters. A few haters are sprinkled in there. You know what I mean? And we get on their nerves because we like to tell them to run the likes up, baby. Run the likes up, all right? Let's get to the video.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Ty Knotts, and welcome to Top...
Did that take y'all back? Look. Look at there. Personals, for sales, antiques. Which one was y'all favorite place to go? Huh? Where did y'all always go to in the Craigslist section? Where did y'all always run to?
What's going on, you guys? My name is Ty Knotts, and welcome to Top 5 Unknowns, 5 terrifying stories from Craigslist. But really quick before we get started, I just wanted to mention that this video is sponsored by Viking.
Oh, let's go past the ad while I do that. Y'all see, I drink all kind of water, man. I'm trying to do better with my life, man. Oh, this is a long sponsor. There you go. Somebody sponsor me. Nah.
Down with the video. Number 5. In 2011, a job was posted to Craigslist offering to pay $300 a week and a free home to live in exchange for watching over an old farm. An applicant named Scott Davis called this the job of a lifetime. Scott...
Is that the Colonel? Is that, why do I got a strong hankering for some chicken and a bucket with some mashed potatoes? Is that the Colonel? Yeah, I'm sorry, just give me the Colonel vibes, man. My bad. Let me back up, let me restart it.
In 2011, a job was posted to Craigslist offering to pay $300 a week and a free home to live in exchange for watching over an old farm. An applicant named Scott Davis called this the job of a lifetime. Scott submitted his proposal to the farm owner named Jack. Scott and Jack met on multiple occasions in public places, and Jack eventually agreed to take Scott to the farm to check the place out. The two met up at a diner, had lunch, and then Jack asked Scott to hop in his car and he would take him to the farm. Scott agreed and climbed in. He then met Jack's nephew, a teenager named Brogan, who was going to be driving the three of them to the farm. The men traveled down country roads surrounded by woods for what seemed like hours, though they soon reached a clearing, where Scott could see a house on top of a hill. As they approached the house, Jack tells Scott that he actually forgot a bit of farming equipment at the bottom of the hill, and asks that Scott help him place it in the trunk of the car. Scott gets out of the car, walks a short distance down the hill, then hears a gunshot. He spins around only to realize that he's been shot in the elbow. He then sees Jack has pulled a gun on him. Jack begins to struggle with the gun, giving Scott just enough time to begin to run away, all the while being shot at. Jack shot over 5 separate rounds at Scott's back, all of which just barely missed him. At this point, sunlight was beginning to fade, and Scott spent the rest of the night running aimlessly through miles of brush, not having any idea how far behind him the other two men are. Scott eventually made his way to a neighboring home hours later, in which he asked the owners to phone police. Authorities arrived a short while later to find the two men and arrest them. It was then revealed to Scott that the man who was supposedly named Jack was actually Richard Beasley, and his nephew was simply a kid that Richard had convinced to take the lives of 3 separate people, all surrounding the same Craigslist ad. The two then faced trial, with Richard receiving the death penalty and Brogan being sentenced to life in prison.
Like, what do you, like, y'all easy, not meaning like easy to say, you know what I mean? I'm just like gullible. That might be the better word. Like, gullible, like, fam, you just getting somebody randomly, you just get in somebody's car and let him take you somewhere you don't know where you going, in the woods. And then he tell you, let's go way down here. I need you to help you get some tools. At what point in time does the red flags start raising up in your mind to say, something don't feel right? Bro, thank God he was a bad shot. Because you know he looked kind of on the husky side, so you know he wasn't finna chase after him. If he didn't shoot him, then dude was going to get away regardless. I ain't see him chasing after nobody. But still, man, y'all got to be thinking, bro. You got to think. Even if you was to go check it out, driving your own vehicle, if you had one, I'm just the logic behind it. You just said to him, like, kill me. Please kill me. I'm here. No, don't look for nobody else. I'm here for you to kill. Like, fam.
Before. In 2007, an ad was posted to Craigslist looking for someone with prior experience to babysit a child. A 24-year-old woman named Catherine Olsen applied for this position. Catherine was a struggling actress who worked part-time as a nanny while waiting for her career in theater to take off. The ad was posted by a young man named Michael Anderson, age 19, who said in a later statement that he simply wanted to know what it felt like to take someone's life. When Michael posted the ad, he took on the alias of a mother named Amy. He and Catherine made arrangements to meet up at his home at 10 a.m. the next morning to start the job. According to Catherine's roommate, Catherine had been getting strange feelings about the job, feeling as though something simply wasn't adding up, though she decided to head to the home regardless. She arrived at the home and was greeted by Michael. He then threatened and lured her up to his bedroom, which was located on the 2nd level of the home. After realizing what was about to transpire, Catherine tried to run, though Michael then shot her in the back, dragged her body downstairs, placed her in the trunk of his car, and dumped her a few blocks away. In an attempt to cover up his crime and any trace of Catherine being at the home, he then took her phone, which she had apparently dropped, wrapped it in a bloody towel, and dumped it in a trash can. Though in a classic turn of events, it turned out Michael's mother had actually written his name on the towel in permanent marker. The towel was then traced back to him, to which he was arrested and sentenced to life in prison.
What the f... Huh? Now, why did that all just seem like it just happened so fast? That seemed like it happened so fast. Jeez. Like, fam. And I guess that hit me because I remember a lot of females wanting to do the babysitting thing. You know what I mean? So taking up Craigslist ads for babysitting people's kids and stuff like that, man. That could have easily been, that one kind of hit home for me. That one definitely kind of hit home. I knew a lot of females that was doing that, the whole babysitting thing, man. And it could have easily been them. That's scary.
Number 3. In November of 2013, an ad was posted to Craigslist looking for men who, quote, hated their wives. The ad was posted by an 18-year-old, Miranda Barber, who promised any accepted applicants a great night out and agreed to meet up in a public area. However, Miranda had quite the past. According to Miranda, she took her first life when she was just 13 years old. Apparently, she was the member of a satanic cult in Alaska and was quite well known within her division. Additionally, Miranda was reported to have been addicted to heroin by the time she was 14, before she was ultimately forced by the courts to move in with her uncle, who lived in North Carolina.
She might have been addicted to heroin, but she was super smart, though. That ad that she placed looking for dudes who were sick of their wives, like her inbox probably was flooded. You know what I mean? Dudes out here sick of their wives? Not me, though. Hey, babe. Love you, babe. You know what I mean? And like, there's a lot of dudes out here that's sick of their wives. And for her to just, like, oh my God, just to take advantage of their vulnerability. Wow.
North Carolina, Miranda met a man named Elliot, who she eventually married. At some point, the two brought up the idea of taking someone's life together, believing it would bring them closer. It was then that Miranda suggested posting a fake Craigslist ad, to which Elliot agreed. The two selected a victim, Troy LaFara, and agreed to meet on November 11th, 2013. According to Miranda, she planned to get Troy into the car, then stab him. To do this, Elliot hid in the backseat of the car covered by a blanket. He was to wait until Miranda said the phrase, "Did you see the stars tonight?" After which, he would immediately jump out and get Troy in a chokehold while Miranda stabbed him. Sadly, the plan worked. The two then took Troy's body and dumped him in an alleyway. Miranda and Elliot then went out to dinner to celebrate, though they were both arrested the following day. While in police custody, Miranda confessed to taking the lives of over 22 people in 3 different states.
Jesus Christ, girl. Who are you?
Number 2. In March of 2015, an ad was posted to Craigslist advertising a bundle of maternity clothes that were to be given away for free. The responders simply had to come to the seller's address and pick them up. A woman by the name of Michelle Wilkins responded to this ad. Michelle was...
A lot of people would have died off of this one. That was a good post, bro. They're getting creative. They really are creative on them Craigslist posts, bro. A lot of people was on there looking for baby clothes or diapers or different things like, yeah, man. A lot of people would have been dead if they'd have been successful.
Maternity clothes that were to be given away for free. The responders simply had to come to the seller's address and pick them up. A woman by the name of Michelle Wilkins responded to this ad. Michelle was 34 weeks pregnant and in desperate need of new clothing, so she jumped at the opportunity. Michelle drove to the seller's home and was greeted by a woman named Delaney. Michelle was invited inside, where the two women sat down and chatted for over an hour, actually becoming seemingly good friends. Later on, Danelle led Michelle to the back bedroom where the clothes were supposedly being stored. As the two made their way through the house, Danelle attacked Michelle with a lamp, almost knocking her unconscious. Danelle then grabbed a piece of broken lamp and stabbed Michelle in the neck. At this point, Michelle was barely even able to breathe, let alone move, and fell to the ground. Danelle then towered over her with a piece of glass and readied her aim. It was then that Michelle made a last-ditch effort to disarm her attacker, and instead of calling out for help, she uttered, "I love you." Danelle then replied, "If you love me, you'll let me do this." She then took Michelle's unborn baby and left Michelle in the floor bleeding out. However, just moments after Danelle left, Michelle gathered the strength to grab her cell phone and dial 911. Police then arrived and took Michelle to a women's hospital where she was treated for her wounds. She was placed in a room for a brief time, during which she heard a woman down the hall calling for help, claiming she'd just given birth to a stillborn. Michelle thought this was a coincidence at first, though her fears were confirmed later on. The woman was Danelle and the baby was Michelle's. Danelle was then arrested and sentenced to 58 years in prison, and Michelle made a full recovery.
What the? Oh, y'all women crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. And how many times do we gotta tell y'all, man? It's cool. If you're gonna buy something, cool. Have them meet you at the police station, though. Going to somebody's house, man, y'all just a little too trustworthy these days. I'm trying to get y'all out of the habit of being so trustworthy, man. I get it. You want to be neighborly and Christian-like and all that good type of stuff like that. And I'm by no means making fun of anybody's religion or nothing like that. I'm just saying those are the terms people say when they're being nice. They say we're being neighborly, or we're being Christian-like, or that's that Southern hospitality, or you know what I'm saying? It's all of that. But that's that same stuff that'll get you killed out here, man. Let's get street smart these days, bro. Let's get street smart, man. I'm to the point where like people are out to get you. They're predatory these days, man. And if somebody would stoop so low as to use baby clothes, knowing that it's a lot of maternity mothers out here in need because they may be single parents, so they prey on y'all like that, man. And she sat there and talked to that lady for a good hour, made her feel just as comfy, probably offered her some pie. You want some pie? You gotta say it country when you offer some. How about some pie? You know what I'm saying? You know, she made her feel super comfortable to say, oh, clothes in the back. Let me take you to him. And then hit her over the head. Like, come on, bro. We gotta be smart, fam. We gotta be smart. This is crazy. Y'all ladies, some of y'all ladies is crazy out here. Took a stillborn child and took it to the hospital, bro, and claiming it was yours. Like, you well gone. Like, bye-bye. Like, you're mine.
Number 1. Billy Joe DeLacy was a U.S. Army veteran.
Oh, he's a serial killer. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I'm trying to work on that whole profiling thing that I shouldn't be doing, but he looks like a serial killer, bro. Like, he been doing it since, you know what I mean? Since toddler. Like, he got his first knife and body bag when he was 4 years old. Look at him.
Who previously received a war zone deployment. However, this didn't stop him from taking the life of a male escort who he claimed to have met on Craigslist. At approximately 6 a.m. on August 1st, 2011, Mesa County Sheriff deputies responded to a call-in from someone claiming to have found a body. Once they arrived at the scene, police found the body of Luis Oliva, a 26-year-old man. He was naked, lying face up on a deflated air mattress surrounded by blood. An autopsy later revealed that Luis had passed away by means of blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Police quickly tracked down Luis's next of kin, and were eventually led to Luis's romantic partner, who Luis called his wife. Apparently, the two men had become unemployed, so Luis suggested offering sexual services on Craigslist. After hearing of this, police investigated the ad as well as all individuals who responded to it, ultimately leading them to a man named Billy, who lived in Colorado. Police arrived at his door, to which Billy admitted to accepting and purchasing services from Luis, though he denied any further involvement. Following this, police received a call the following day from DeLacy's previous girlfriend and the father of his child. Apparently, she was scheduled to pick her son up from school, only to find out that DeLacy had already done so, adding that he was scheduled for another deployment fairly soon. Police eventually traced DeLacy to a storage unit a few miles away, where he also stated that he was scheduled to be deployed soon, though it was quickly revealed that he'd not been in active duty since 2008. Upon further investigation, DeLacy was found to have had multiple sexually explicit photos of minors in his possession, as well as emails that tied him and Lewis together on the night of Lewis's passing. A jury found this evidence enough to issue a warrant for DeLacy's arrest, where he was ultimately charged and sentenced to just 10 years in prison.
10 years, that's it? Whoa. 10 years should get you for the kids' pictures and different things that you had of children in your phone. The murder should have got you life. Every time I think our system can never fail or disappoint us, it continues to disappoint. That's insane, man. Yeah, man. But yeah, a lot of you Craigslist bandits, take a second, pause for the cause, and thank God you're alive. Because I know it was a lot of y'all that was out here doing some crazy stuff on Craigslist, just meeting up with people, going to see about vehicles from somebody in abandoned parking lots. You could have died. It could have been cute. It could have been one of these stories we're listening to now. So take a second and just say, whew, thank you. Could have been me. That's it. Or hashtag it in the comment section, could have been me. There's a lot of us out there. Exactly. All right. So y'all get at me in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all thought of this video. And stick around and stay tuned, man. You know we got more. I'm out. Peace. Y'all stay solid. Hey.